everyone. It's the Batman statue collector, and with me, as always, Mr. Dan Default from Wayne Manor North. Dan, how are you doing?
What is happening, people? Good to be here. Exciting for, what is this, the 61st? Oh, shit. Sorry. There's my phone watching the chat.
Oh, no worries.
Say happy to be here for our 61st XM Studio Samurai.
It absolutely feels that way. We were just talking about the show. I'm sorry we went on a little bit late because we really should just film the stuff we talk about before the show starts.
we should.
I bet half the audience would be interested in that because right? we talked quite a bit before the show, and we were just talking about how this tonight is literally number 8 of the Samurai line unboxings that we've done, and we've done extra ones with you before I even had any.
Yep.
And it's just, again, it's crazy that 2 months ago I didn't have any of these things, and now this is number 8 tonight. It's crazy.
Yep, it is crazy, but they look beautiful in the Batcave over there.
It's very exciting, and so if you're just joining us, as you can see down here, I am live unboxing the Samurai Catwoman. This is the last piece that I've got in. I'm still debating on Penguin, as is Dan. Dan's not really debating, but he would like to have Penguin, but there's no room.
He's lower on the priority list.
Yeah, lower on the priority list.
By XM's other line, the White Knight line. So
that's right.
Yeah,
and Dan's all in on that.
I'm all in.
And I have ordered Scarecrow, as is Dan.
I have.
And as of the recording of this, Dan is still looking for a Poison Ivy, and we've had some bad luck. We've had some issues with scammers. We're actually talking about doing a live show just talking about Dan's recent experience, because Dan and I experienced it kind of live together. Yeah, Chris, we should tell people. So guys, just, and I know I mentioned this in the post, but really interesting the way that this all went down. And I won't go into it here, but just to give you an idea, Chris and I were just doing a FaceTime chat the other day. And I had responded to somebody about an Ivy, and the person responded to me while I was talking to Chris. And so I was literally, Chris and I were talking through as this person was chatting with me, talking through it. So in real time. So it was kind of surreal that way, but a fascinating example, I think, that could be useful for people. No question. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll definitely do that for the community. So, because again, it was quite a story. Way more detailed than normal scammers. That's for sure.
Way.
Yeah. Yep. I do want to say hello to some folks before we get started. We've got the Name Make a Brotherhood member, just became a member, actually. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I think actually he became a member on Rogues Gallery. So that's awesome. Thank you for your membership and supporting the channel like that. Speaking of members, we have Ashley in the house. Hello to Ashley. We've got Mike in the house. Another member just watching is here. Hello to you. Jay Ped is here. Nathan Chaffman is here. Who has their catnip? There, that's right. That's exactly what we have tonight. Let's see. We've got Batman Tube. Hey, Batman Tube, check this out. So this is, in fact, our good friend right here. And this week, Samurai Condiment King. I love it. That would be something. Now, Dan, would you get Samurai Condiment King?
Samurai Condiment King, of course.
Of course. See, there you go.
Of course.
I love it. That's Brad right there. Thanks, Brad, for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited to see what you're going to do with your channel. I'm excited because I know you changed the name of it, so that's exciting. Superman is here. Hello to you. Chris and Ashley, Brotherhood member, saying hello to Ashley. We've got Ryan in the house. This is quite the Catwoman week. Yeah, it absolutely is. If you watched the channel earlier today, I did a hit or miss video on the Catwoman from XM Studios. We were just talking about her before we went live. Interesting choice with XM doing a purple Catwoman. I think the sculpt is absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure how well she'll do in terms of the community. I would imagine they will do more than one Catwoman. I would just guess. But we'll see. I don't think they'll do one right away.
Man, based on that, that's a pretty all-in design that they just announced. If you think about which aspects, like you and I were talking about before the show, which aspects of the collecting community would be in on that piece. Clearly a gorgeous piece, but I can't imagine XM just resting on that one as their sole Catwoman.
Yeah. What did you think, though? I thought this was freaking brilliant with her standing up top and then switching it down below.
Awesome. And how is that the only statue that I've seen that does that?
I know. And it's so simple because it's like they share the same key. The money bag shares the same key. So, because I was thinking, I didn't notice that at first. I'm like, well, if you move her down, what covers the hole? Yeah. Like, you just swap them.
insane.
It's so smart. Like,
so
why
smart.
has that not been done?
I don't know, but man, it would give collectors some really important, real estate options. If you think about shelf height and that kind of thing, I can tell you firsthand, I had Besta cabinets in here. Before I did custom on the far side of my room, I had Besta shelving, quite a bit of it. And there were several statues that were, I think the inside of the Besta's dimension was just shy of 24 inches. And I had several Sideshow pieces. Mr. Freeze won't fit in a Besta.
Right.
Scarecrow won't fit in a Besta because they're just a little bit too tall, right? So if you could adjust the heights on these pieces somehow, man, that's a huge, huge win for a lot of collectors.
Well, I was even thinking, like, the piece that I'm getting to next supposedly is the Prime 1 Harley. And supposedly. But the fact is that so many people didn't buy her because she's so tall on that base. Everybody said, this was 3 years ago. They were saying, Prime 1, could you sell a version without that giant ramp? Yeah. But could you imagine if she could somehow fit at the base of that ramp?
Yep.
Like, that would totally change it. Like, it would totally change the height. And I think she would also, somebody posted a photo of her today next to Ivy, and they looked great, but she's so much taller than Ivy. Yep. It's like, if she could have been at the bottom of the base somehow, or even like kind of like she was skating toward the bottom of it.
Yeah. Why not?
She would have been even with Ivy, and I think it would have looked really cool.
And they could still keep the base, right? Because I can completely respect their commitment to the artistic, to the integrity of the design, right?
Yep, 100%.
And I got to tell you, Matt T posted. I know he's in the chat. Hey, Matt. He posted his pictures. He's the lucky, early recipient of the statue, and the design on the base is great. That stone Joker and the way the Joker's got like his arm wrapped around the ramp, and it's just really cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Rome here. Hello to Rome. Blaine says, good evening. How many samurais are left of you here? There can't be many left. I was going to say the next two are going to be Penguin and Scarecrow.
And Poison Ivy.
And Poison Ivy for Dan. And we got to find him one, guys. I need you. I'm going to put, there's 81 people watching already in 7 minutes in. I need you guys to put your hands on the screen. I need you to hope and pray. Yeah, there you go. I need you guys to do that to get Dan. And because again, we had the scammer issue. So we need to get a positive experience for Dan, wipe that taste out of his mouth. And get him a Poison Ivy. That's for sure. Let's see. Blaine is here. Great question there. Optimus is here. We got Dennis Perez. Warren Dante is here. Vein 21. Mike Stainbrook, Brotherhood member. Thank you again for being here and supporting us, Mike. Board Cube 1 of 2, another member. Another evening of that new statue smell at the BSC cave. I'm worried because I've had it like for a month, and so I'm wondering if the statue smell has worn off. We'll see. Let's see. We've got. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Looks like we've got. Late Night Trip is here. The Bataholic. Congratulations on the Catwoman. I have my first XM Samurai piece coming in tomorrow. That's awesome. Which one did you get?
Ooh, yeah. I'm
excited about that. That's awesome. That's a big step for the Bataholic. That's awesome. Super Geek Toys is here, saying hello to everyone. Ryan A. Hi, Chris. It's been a while. I'm running plays. I hope you remember me. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Ryan. Thank you for being here. Chris doesn't collect the Samurai line and never will. Denial. Well, I think I've proven that wrong, I think. KohnHead Collectibles in the house. How's it going, guys? The collection is coming along quick, Chris. Congratulations to all of them. Thank you very much. It is to a point where I did that video, and like my wife said, it's kind of looking crowded over here in the Samurai line, and some people agreed with her. So I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to see the stuff after the show, like doing dishes or yelling at your neighbor about his dog's dropping. Well, it's more like yelling at my kids to get them to bed. Is usually what it is. Thanks. Cash to Gemini is here. Check out Cash to Gemini's channel. Absolutely. Congratulations to you both. Thank you very much.
Oh, it looks like Bataholic got Shugo.
Oh, Shugo. That's awesome.
Yeah. And he's saying Bat Signal sold me. So,
okay. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Now, has me getting that one in swayed you at all to get that piece to add just for the signal alone?
I think I have to stick on my position on that one, where if they sold the signal alone, I'd buy it, but not the statue. Only because I have to keep room. I've got Red Hood coming, Scarecrow coming, and hopefully Ivy coming. So I've got 3 more at least coming in the Samurai, and then I have those White Knight pieces. So Got to keep some room.
Got to keep some room.
Yep.
Captain Trenchcoat brings up a good point here. Says maybe that look, and they're talking about the new Catwoman. Maybe that look is giving us a clue about their classics line. Do you think they're going to go classic on all the characters?
Wow.
I don't know if that would be smart.
I don't know if that would be smart either. I don't know.
I mean, there is a small population. I mean, if you do like a 70s blue Batman, which they've already kind of done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think that would be. I think they need to do like modern. That
would save me a lot of money if they went.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's the thing.
It's just not my favorite version of the characters, right? I appreciate those characters. I've read the comics. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. If that's your thing, that's your style. That's your style. But it just, excuse me, isn't for me. From a collecting standpoint. So,
what if it was all like 90s Batman? Because that Catwoman's the 90s version of her.
Yeah.
So,
I think I want modern. I think I love their modern takes. XM does such a good job. I don't know. I don't think so. I'd be more inclined to go deep on a White Knight line. I don't know how much beyond they'll go. Batman, Joker, and Harley in White Knight. But that's okay. Yeah, I can tell you what piece is tempting me a little bit, not off topic, but adjacent topic. The more I look at is Punchline.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, so that one is tempting me unexpectedly.
I almost ordered. I'm debating who to order from right now because of money, but I've got like $450 in Sideshow points.
Yep.
It's burning a hole in my pocket, and I know this is one that you don't really care for, but I almost bought Say Cheese, which is the Joker piece.
Oh yeah.
I'm wanting to buy right now. Again, I've kind of come to my end of Samurai for a bit, and so but I mean, I know these pieces aren't going to come out for like 2 years anyway. But I'm looking at Say Cheese. I'm looking at Punchline. I'm looking at obviously the Joker that goes with her. And I like the way, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the picture of Punchline with Arkham City Ivy or Harley in front of her.
Harley, yeah.
It would take up some depth, but man, that did look good together.
Yep.
Lane Kramer, $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Lane. I am really torn between Catwoman Purple, Punchline DX, and J&D Mara. It's just overwhelming what to decide. I do like all three so far. Now, so one thing you have to consider is Punchline and Mara are 3rd scale, whereas Catwoman is going to be 6th scale or 4th scale. And so, I don't know for sure what you all have, but if you are primarily a 3rd scale guy, I would stick with Punchline or J&D. Now, J&D obviously is going to be very expensive. Punchline is going to be what, $1,500 ish plus shipping. And Catwoman Purple, we don't have a price point on her yet. I don't know. What do you think she'll run?
I wonder if they'll try to keep those the quarter scales probably around $1,000, I would think.
That's what I think too, because the base was so much smaller on her. It wasn't like a big elaborate thing.
Yeah, you mentioned that in your review, and I have to believe that's intentional, right? That's a lot less base than what we see in the Samurai line, for example. Yeah. Right.
I feel like it's more of it's going to be more expensive than Sideshow, but be more competitive.
Exactly.
With Sideshow in that regards, I think.
Yeah. I would say $850 to $1,000.
Yeah. Time will tell on that. But thanks again for the super chat, Lane. That does go right back in the channel. So thank you. Let's see. We've got Brian in the house, Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. Thanks again, Dan, for the Joker mask recommendation. I'm looking forward to mine arriving. So Dan, you want to tell them real quick what you did, what you found for the EX of the
so I wanted to EXify my Dark Knight Joker from Prime 1, so I will reach back here and grab it. I unfortunately, I guess, only got the regular version, right? Not a big deal. I didn't think it was an EX or bust, so I only got the regular version. And after visiting the Bat Cave, the VSC Bat Cave, I saw Chris's and I saw the mask on the base, and I said, oh, that'd be kind of cool to have. So I started poking around. Hey, Paula, started poking around and found a quarter scale little mask on. It's rubber, so it doesn't hold its shape like, there it is, like polystone, but it's a little bit flexible. So you can see I'm kind of squishing it there.
And it's going to be just fine.
It's quarter scale, and it's absolutely, there it is, absolutely perfect. And it was $20.
Oh, do you mean 3rd scale? 3rd scale?
No, this is quarter scale.
Oh, it's quarter.
Yep. But I think it's oversized quarter because it
I was going to say it looks third scale size to me. I mean,
it almost fits him.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's fine.
So the only thing I did is if you look at the back, that stick in there. So I put a piece of glue stick and I super glued it in there. And it's just so that it keeps its shape. Otherwise, it does kind of want to get narrower a little bit.
That's a good idea.
But it looks perfect on the base. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, $20. So I did put the link in my post on this earlier, if anybody's interested.
All right, so it's in the chat there if you guys are interested. Ryan says Cheetah was only a little above 700, so that's a good point. I mean, she was smaller. Like kind of hunched over. So I mean, but I could see 9 to 1,000, like Dan said, 8 to 9, 8 to 1,000. So we'll see. But anyway, well, we'll continue to jaw back and forth with you guys, but I know you guys are here for an unboxing, so we'll get started with that. I do have a couple of things. First of all, to show you. So first of all, we have you can tell how old it is because it's got a nice layer of dust on it. You can see there. But anyway, it's got the old school handbook. So I really do appreciate that very much. And obviously you can see kind of what the statue and what the different layers. Again, I do really love this, especially if you're ever selling and you need to pack it back up, or if you're moving for that matter. We always talk about selling, but just moving from house to house, it's helpful.
For sure.
To have these things. And again, step-by-step instructions, but I'm not going to need this tonight because I've got the expert right here next to me talking to me about the Catwoman, because as you can see, he's got his Catwoman back there behind him.
I do.
And then we also, of course, have the art print, which I will show you. I have a feeling that this one will not quite top the Ivy one.
That Ivy one is my favorite print I've seen so far.
Yeah, mine too. But this is pretty.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
I have thought about, I have that art gallery hallway, Dan, that you saw that was real empty.
That looked really nice.
I think that could be kind of cool to put them all stacked up, on the wall.
I forgot how nice that one is. I like that one too.
It is really nice. The colors are really pretty.
You see that? Spoiler alert from me, at least. That's my favorite head sculpt. But
this one, it's either going to be this one, I think, or the mask where she's biting her lip. I do like that one.
That's a good one too. Yeah. Uh-oh. We have Frozen Chris. Frozen Chris. It wouldn't be a show if Chris didn't freeze. Just motion. All right. Well, we'll wait for Chris to get back. But in the meantime, let me show you guys this head sculpt. What I was talking about. You can see how close it is as Chris is holding up the... there it is. Hey, he's back.
Hey, I'm back.
Showing the head sculpt, showing off this one at least.
That's awesome.
While you were away.
Thank you very much. It's funny because you started talking about me being frozen, and I was still seeing you, and I was still it was very strange that time.
Wow.
And I can always hear you. I can always hear what you're doing. I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, would it be a Batman Statue Collector show, live unboxing without me freezing? So yeah.
Gremlins in the BSE cave. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. So anyway, we have this box is incredibly heavy. I was real surprised putting it up on the table.
Yep.
How heavy it is, but it does have this beautiful purple box. Again, it is the awesome XM reinforced corners, the steel corners, which are really nice. And again, this has become my absolute favorite company for packaging by far.
By far.
By far. Let's see. I'm going to do this, Dan, just so people can see a little bit better.
Yeah, do it.
And might move that chair a little bit out of the way. Obviously, we do have the strap, so I do apologize for the sound.
You know what's funny with with their packaging, right? No one's even a close second.
Not even a close second. I guess I will say that I've been really impressed, like opening that Blitzway package, that they had like the little plastic corners and stuff.
Yeah.
With the Prime One piece, but obviously the box and the way it's designed are just way better with XM.
Yep.
For sure.
Hey, Chris, you have a $9.99 super chat from Ghostbusters Plus Collectors.
Right there, Ghostbusters Plus Collector, $9.99. Keep up the great content, guys. I got reviews on some of my statues. If you're still looking for some guest reviews, Chris, have a great night. Yeah, I would absolutely love that. Anytime anybody wants to do guest reviews, I'm always game. Even if it's stuff like, I mean, we did The Undertaker this week. I mean, just things like, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily be Batman things. So if you're interested, please email me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com, and I'll kind of give you instructions on what I'm looking for and how to send me the files and things like that. But I always really appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. All right. You can also contact me on Facebook too. I'm pretty easy to find. Okay, so it looks like we have the bike and the body. I think probably the base is in the base. Or the bottom.
Base is in the base. Yep.
I'm going to go and take out the bike though, because the bike is unbelievably heavy.
The whole statue is no joke from a weight standpoint.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, watch out for that disc brake you had just put your hand on.
What?
Your right hand. Watch out for that disc brake. Yep.
Yeah, it's real wobbly.
Yep.
Is it supposed to be wobbly, or is it just?
No. Makes me wonder. On the back axle, there's a nut. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Is it tight?
It's tight, but maybe the other side isn't. I'll check the other side.
Okay. But yeah, it shouldn't be wobbly like that.
Is there a nut on both sides?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, here's a loose. There's kind of like a nut right here. I wonder if it came off. I don't know what that is. I got a little nut, and which I just dropped. I don't know. I've got a little nut, and I've got this little tiny something.
Let me see if I can find that.
I wonder what that is.
So that could be a brake line, Chris.
Yeah, I've got this right here. So this is loose.
Yeah, that shouldn't be loose. Okay, so you see where your index finger is now? Whoop.
Yep.
See that black line? That's a brake line that connects right to that.
Oh, so that the wire goes onto the end of that?
Onto the end of that, right. So it's feeding brake fluid to the caliper. That purple part is the caliper.
So is it down? But so that shouldn't spin though like that, right?
No, it should not spin at all. And the caliper is at about it should be at about the 1 or 2 o'clock position.
So like right there?
Like there, yep.
Okay. So I got to figure out why that's so loose. I'll have to check it out.
Yep.
But yeah, it freely spins. But you can see what the bike looks like here. It's real purple, and it gets really heavy. I mean, it's not as heavy as the White Knight bike.
No. No. It isn't.
Or as big. All right, I'll take this one out now. Set her over here. And we'll get the base is really big.
It is, but yeah, it's deep.
It's super deep, it's super flat.
Yep.
I hope I can fit her where I was going to.
How deep's the shelf?
What?
How deep is that shelf?
It's like, I think it's 14 inches.
It's going to need a little bit more.
Be hanging over a little.
No, I don't know. It's going to be close. I happen to have a trusty dusty tape measure right here.
Okay.
No, you're fine. It's 13 1/4.
Okay. I'm real close, but look at that.
It's
a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be.
Yep, but it's nice and stable. And it looks good for the bike. You know what I mean? Like it's enough real estate for the bike.
Yeah, it's got these, the manhole cover there.
Yep.
The road, and it's got the like these safety things where you can't run into. I can't remember what those are called, but this is 813. Looks like very cool. And there were 900 of these made.
Yeah, this one had a higher production run, which was interesting, given the other ones are smaller. Matt
Yeah,
T.
really
Damn,
is.
these unboxings are killing me. Yeah, we cost people a lot of money.
Who said that?
Matt T.
Yes.
Chris has been in the business of costing people a lot of money for a long time, and
I have been in the business for 5 years, causing all kinds of problems.
all kinds of problems.
I tell you. Well, the bike is cool.
The bike is cool.
I will say that. I do got to figure out this front thing and see what I can do about that. But
did you figure out if that nut came off the other side of the back axle?
I don't see a nut. It's a silver nut too.
It's silver.
Silver.
Okay, that does not go on my back axle. Both of the axle caps, if you will, are nuts, and they're both black.
I think it's the I guess it is the back, isn't it? Both the nut caps are black.
Yeah.
Then I've just got this random nut. Maybe that's why it's loose. Or maybe it just, I don't know.
All right, we'll have to work on that.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, so we probably want to do, I'm guessing, body next?
Yeah. Late night trip says causing the problems, then making videos on how to fix them.
That's right. I do try to be helpful and fix my, the trouble I cause.
That's right.
So does she have a little purple to her? Maybe it's just the light reflecting, but like in the screen, it looks purple, but I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't see that on mine.
Well, her body is really nice.
Yep. Phenomenal sculpt, as always. XM.
Yeah, really nice.
The anatomy is there. Perfect.
That's really cool.
And you can see too, if you look closely, Chris, there's different textures between, the top part. She's got this wrap thing on. She's got something around her midsection.
Yeah, I like the shininess on those lines.
Yep.
And
exactly.
The bottom thing looks like leather.
Yep.
Yeah, they did a really good job sculpting her.
Yep.
Okay, so she obviously goes like this. She does sit on the bike, right?
Yeah. Her butt is not on the seat, if that's what you mean.
Oh, she kind of leans.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Kind of leans. Okay, and so her just foot fits on that peg.
Exactly, and then you'll see her hand leans on like the fuel tank once you get that on there.
Okay. All right, what else do we have here? All right, those are the portraits. This is going to be like a handlebar, maybe. All right, here we've got a handlebar. Definitely a little bit more convenient than the Harley one.
Yep.
Have to put those on. That's cool.
Yeah, the lights are cool too. I like the whole thing. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's neat. All right, I'm assuming it just keys in right there. I believe that's in. Okay. This is the
helmet.
The hood ornament.
It's a helmet.
Oh, her helmet. Where does it go?
Right on top of the fuel tank.
Like right here?
Yep. Facing forward. Yep.
So it just sits like she's.
Yeah, there's a magnet, right? So, Chris, the other piece that you're looking for, is this a separate? Yeah, it has that on there. Okay, good.
It's got the little dangly.
The bottom should have felt on it.
Yeah, it does.
And that's magnetic. And you can see the magnet is basically the fuel cap on the tank.
And so, and you can position it.
Right. You can turn it or whatever, however you want.
That's neat. Is she touching it with her hand?
No, her hand will be next to it, kind of alongside of it. Yep.
All right, let's do some hands.
Game 21 is asking Paula if she got the Brachiosaurus for her Jurassic Park setup. It looks like Paula's going deep into Jurassic Park.
I would like to see Paula's collection.
Yeah, I would too, because
I think she's got some variety.
I think she does too. And Paula and I were talking about Jurassic Park offline the other day, and I've got a number of those pieces myself, and it's a dangerous rabbit hole.
Well, Paula has got a number of pieces that used to be in the Batcave.
Does she?
Yes, a lot of Arkham pieces, so that's really exciting.
Ah, cool. Is Paula, are you going in on the samurai line? I noticed that you asked, and I can't remember who it was, somewhere here in the chat, about one of these being for sale. Are you in?
You better hope not. She's going to be battling you for Ivy.
I'm just going to say, you're going to have to fight me. We're going to have to throw down for the Ivy opportunities.
Yep. I've got some. I didn't realize there were different hands.
Yeah, I think the different hand is the left. Are they both lefts?
I don't know. There's two sets.
I think the hand option is in the left hand. I think. I don't remember actually. It's been a while since I set mine up.
There are three of the same hand. So let's see.
Oh, Paula's saying yes, she is.
She is
in on Samurai. Wow, Paula, break out the checkbook.
Does she have any yet?
I don't know, Paula. What do you have so far? I would imagine she has the ones that are kind of currently available: Orochi and Shugo and all those.
So with this other hand, Dan, what can she do with them?
I think one of them she holds. I have her where she's got kind of an open hand, her elbows down close to her waist, and I've got her holding her loot bag. It's got like some necklaces hanging out of it and stuff. And I think
that's the one is by her chest.
Exactly. And there's that one.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and we've got, so whenever you have that one, can you have the whip?
What's that? Yeah, so here's the thing with the whip. So when I got mine, I looked long and hard as to what to do with the whip. And a lot of pictures I saw had it wrapped around her waist.
Okay.
I did that and I didn't care for it. I actually don't have the whip displayed with her right now because I couldn't figure out a way that I liked it. I just felt like it detracted from it.
I'm going to have to look at more photos. I didn't even realize there was a whip, I guess. But maybe most people don't display it that way either.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really neatly wrap around her waist. I don't know. I just didn't love it.
So this is her little bag.
So Paula says she has Batman, Shugo, Nightwing, Harley, and Joker, Scarecrow, Penguin, and Red Hood on order.
Wow.
Nice.
I guess she's all in.
Yep.
We got the little jewel bag.
Yep.
So you have it displayed with that?
I do. That's what I have in her hand, in her left hand.
That's cool. Got little diamonds.
Royal Adenian says, same, Dan, just the blade on her back, meaning he doesn't put the whip on his either.
That's awesome.
And yes, Borg Cube, 1 of 2, the whip will get caught in the wheel well. Another reason to not display it.
Oh, this has got a cat.
Oh, B. Alex Thompson's in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. What are you looking at?
The cat.
Oh, yeah. It's got a cat. Yep.
So he's like curling up against her leg.
Exactly. Yep.
That's cute. Oh, I guess I'll show people. They want to see it.
Yeah, cat's done pretty well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like you can't have a Catwoman statue without a cat.
Apparently not. And with the new XM, you need 2.
And then that's one thing I don't know if I love, and I think we talked about it in our private chat, but like I feel like if she's robbing something, I don't think the cats would be with her.
Cats aren't with her. You wouldn't think, but who knows?
It doesn't look like that's her house. It looks like it's a bank, or it's got that beautiful, elegant floor. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it would be, there wouldn't be cats there. So if the cats are removable, I'd be all for that. So Ang, if you're watching, Sang, make them removable.
Make them removable, yeah. Mike Stainbrook, you are correct. Amakar did Scarecrow.
Yes. Absolutely, he did. Okay, so this sword goes back here.
Yep, exactly.
I didn't even know this was back here.
Yep.
So it's not a full katana.
No. Short blade.
Kind of in that style. Yeah, I was going to say the cats might be helping her rob the bank. Or the jewelry store. That's cool. I like the knife in the back there. All right, so is that it? I think I'm to the heads, right?
Yes, sir.
Something small here. Oh, these are the mirrors for the bike.
Oh, yeah. They look like ears. They go on the front and they look like...
yeah, that's fun.
Yep. Ben Hizzle asking, hey, Dan, what character would you like to see next in the Samurai line? That's, without question, Mr. Freeze, my friend. That is... and I know they've teased it. I can't wait to see it. I'm more excited for Freeze than Riddler, I'll be honest. I just think they're going to do some really interesting things from a, similar in the way that Bane's pack is very steampunk-ish. I think they could do some really cool steampunk styling with Mr. Freeze and get that kind of Victorian era aspect in there. So yeah, Mr. Freeze, my friend, Mr. Freeze.
I will agree with Freeze, but I have a different one that I would want the most. And I think the one I would want the most is Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul.
I just feel like he's a no-brainer for this line.
He is a no-brainer. And I would absolutely pick him up as well. I don't think you'll get him anywhere else.
I feel like that's the truth.
Yep.
All right, let's see if I can figure out. I see where they go. So do the rear view mirrors kind of go down a little bit?
Actually up.
Up.
You might just have them on the opposite sides. They look like cat ears, right? So they're pointed.
Are they pointing in?
Yes, they lean in toward her a little, but up.
Okay. Oh, I see. I'm just going to take it off.
That looks right. Yep.
So you have a cat head.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's neat.
I think you might have them 2 up though, Chris.
2 up?
Yeah.
Does it touch the handlebar?
No. And I think that's why you have them 2 up.
They can't go any further down.
Let me see. Can you turn it around for me again?
Let's
yeah, like that. See how you have it past the brake lever? The one on the right, you have past the brake lever. Put it down in front of the brake lever. The other one. The other side. And up a little. Just put the tip up a little. Yeah, like that. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Nathan Chaffman said the same thing. Switch sides.
Do you think I have it wrong?
No, you have it right. No, he was saying that relative to where they were before.
Oh, before. Okay. All right, it's looking good. All right, let's do the head everybody hates first. How about that?
Oh boy, does everybody hates one of them? I didn't know
I feel
that.
like people do not like this head.
A Waukesha.
Or at least it's the third head that people, I think it's pretty.
Which one? Yeah, that's my least favorite. Yeah. I mean, it's okay.
I've got a bright light on, guys, so it's washing her out, but
yeah, looks good there. There you go. You got it in focus. Yeah, looks
pretty.
good.
She's a real pretty head there. Let me see what she looks like.
Royal Adenian said the same thing. What's the one everyone hates?
Yeah, that's the one people don't like as much. I think it looks okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just not, to me, it's not as good as the other ones, but.
And this is the one I think that I'm probably going to like the most.
Yep, that's a good one too. I love it.
Not sure if she's in focus there or not. Let's see. Yeah, she's kind of getting washed out too, but
there you go. Yep, right there. Yep. I like that they put a little bit of the purple highlights in the front of her hair too.
Yeah, a little purple, and she's biting her lip.
Yep.
Which I like. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I do like that.
Yep. It's kind of cool with that that left arm that you have on that particular, like that. That looks good. That's a good combination.
I like it too.
Yeah.
So the other arm, you can have her holding the bag, you said.
That's the way I have it. Yep.
So just kind of like something like this.
Exactly.
Holding the bag. So that's a good look too.
Yep.
Right there. That's what that head sculpt looks like. Looks good. I do like that portrait. You can see kind of the bat, or the bike, not the bat bike. That's something very different.
Speaking of bat bike, are you getting that bat pod from Queen?
I still have it on pre-order. Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't, decided for sure. But
looks like they're coming with the Batman for that one.
Say that again.
Looks like they're coming out with the Batman for that one, right? They're gonna have
There's still some question. They haven't really answered the question of whether you could remove Catwoman and put Batman on it. Which I think would be smart if they offered that option just to buy him.
Oh yeah.
And swap it out.
It'd also be a great, gesture to their collecting community.
Oh yeah. I mean, and maybe engineering wise they couldn't, but I would love to see them do that.
I don't know why not. The Bat Pod was built for him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 100%.
Yep, there's that one.
Let me put my head off camera. Let's see there. Come on, focus.
It wants to focus on you.
No. Let me get off the screen again.
Hey, Mega Color, how are you, man? Yeah, that's just stunning.
Beautiful portrait. There we go.
Right there. There you go. Yep.
She's got the little pins in her hair.
Love it.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Very sultry. She's definitely looking in different directions too. Like this one.
Yep, for sure.
That way. Well, they're really pretty. They're both really nice. I do like both those portraits. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And if I have her over there where I think I'm going to have her, this might be the better portrait, maybe. Looking that direction. And again, you can switch this around if you want a little bit.
Nathan Chaffman's asking, what do y'all think of the new XM Catwoman portraits?
We were talking about that earlier, is we feel like they're a little bit simplified. I'd like to see a little bit more detail.
Yeah.
I feel like the portraits are a bit of a step back for them.
I tend to agree. Oh, Eric B is in the chat. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
He's saying he likes the short hair portrait. Yeah, I'm not sure you can go wrong.
Yeah, I think they're both really quite stunning. Again, the other portrait here.
Huh. Blaine Day is asking, speaking of pins in her hair, Chris, did you ever get the pins into the Samurai Harley head sculpt?
I think he's talking about the Ivy, actually.
Oh, right. That's right.
And no, I didn't. I haven't. They're still in the box. I tried when I was doing the review or the unboxing or something, and they just kept falling out.
Yeah.
And which I've heard, and so I don't know exactly what I need to do, but I mean I like it without it. I don't feel like they need the pins. So I'm sure I might dig them out at some point, but I don't think I necessarily need to at this point. I'm happy with the way they are. Nathan's here. Nathan, how do you have the whip displayed? Do you have it on her? Swap that hand out to see what that other hand looks like.
It's a good look as well.
Kind of like that look. I think I might like that better.
Ben Hizzle's asking if you still have the new Sideshow Catwoman on order.
I do.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. I will probably most likely sell the one where she's on the gargoyle. Although I really like that one too, but I just feel like I kind of like the new one better. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Well, she's really pretty.
When are we getting a room tour, Dan? That is the question, isn't it, Brian Deal?
No pressure, Dan. No pressure.
Good question. I know. I promised. I just finished a massive project on one side of my room, so I am ready to go. I actually shot this section behind me here. I shot this section over here, and now it's on to the other side of the room. So, yep.
Dan and I are definitely doing projects right now. That's why I'm filming from this angle, because I'm working on that, the main center display. I'm going to surprise you all with something I've been working on. And that'll definitely be a work in progress over the next year. I wanted something, as I contemplate going custom, I wanted something that I could build and accommodate various pieces at various times. And so this is just the start of that. So we'll kind of see where we go. And I've talked to Dan about some ideas, and I just wanted a space that I could work with as pieces come and go, or it can kind of be like a center of attention for the channel, that I want to highlight. So we'll see how it goes, but so far Dan got a little preview of it. So hopefully it'll turn out well, but very cool.
Well, I think you're on the right track, my friend. I think you're on.
I hope so. So yeah, again, it's crazy how many pieces that we've done here recently of the samurai line. And it does again make me very excited to see what is in the future. I could see again where people, some people don't like the bikes. They don't like Harley, they don't like Catwoman. But I'm glad they did Harley on a bike because it does help with this one. I feel like it complements it really nicely. In the fact that you have the purple, you have the pink, and again you have kind of more of a modern thing with Catwoman. Would you want to see them do another Catwoman that's not bike related?
I don't know. She's so associated with the bike. I like that it's a different base. I kind of like the difference in my collection. I was excited to get the bike. So, to have her, it's funny. I thought of this when you did your hit or miss video for the new XM Catwoman, right? You say, okay, you can put her with a safe, you put her with a couple of cats, you put her, what else are you going to do with her from a base standpoint to tell the story? And I like the fact that they chose the motorcycle. I don't know. I like it. I'm going to have a couple. I'll have the White Knight on bike. I don't think I'm going to get the Bat Pod. I think it's just, it'd be just too much. I don't think I can afford, because these things take huge real estate. Even she on the motorcycle. I mean, this is I happen to have the tape measure here. I mean, she's, well, not too bad really. I mean, 25 inches or so long, but I mean, still a big piece.
Yeah, big piece.
So from a width standpoint, yeah, that's big.
Yeah, she feels bigger than I was expecting. Just overall presence of it. But it's beautiful. I love the purple. Just a different purple too. I've got so much purple kind of with Joker, but this is such a brighter.
It's definitely, they did a great job selecting for lack of a better term, like an automotive purple.
Yeah, they did.
It's not cartoony at all.
No.
And it's it's almost futuristic, never mind modern day.
Yeah.
So it's
it really is
time period, Yeah,
it really is.
Yep.
That's nice.
Mega Color asking if I only collect Batman as well. And the answer to that question is yes. For the past couple of years back, I did have Marvel at one point. I did have some Jurassic Park stuff that I still have, only now it's a different part of my house. It's in the shop in my garage. So I have a few other things around the house and other parts of the house, but my main collection is Batman.
Dante Legacy asks, I want to sell my XM Catwoman Samurai. What is a fair price? How much are they going for in the aftermarket? From what I've seen around 1,200, 1,100, somewhere in there. Are you seeing more or less?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen slightly more than that, but
I think I paid 1,200 shipped.
I also haven't seen many around. So,
no. And I'm sure Dante people are looking.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think fair would probably be maybe 12 to 14.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'd say 12 to 14.
Now? Yeah.
So, yeah, I think people will be looking for sure, especially after we do these videos. People all of a sudden like, oh, I got to get that Catwoman.
Yep.
Let's see. Bialek Thompson says, although I love this piece with the bike, I would like to see a 2.0 in more of a museum pose, closer to the rest of the line and poses. I think so too. I think I would like to see what they would do. And it offers, again, variety of what, either you love this one or you want to get the other one. It really just will depend.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can understand where people don't like the bike idea, but she is just phenomenal. She is really beautiful. And I really like her look. It's just her clothing, like you said, has so much texture in it.
Yep.
And it's just something different. It's really nice.
Like the whole line. And that's another reason I like the bike is as you've talked about, right? It's that difference factor. So when you look, across my collection, you're seeing motorcycle, you're seeing giant skull, you're seeing giant serpents, yet somehow they all flow together. So
They do. They really do. It's just crazy. And having them all in a row like I have them, they all work. They all work.
They all work. Yep.
Brian says this is going to become a bidding war for Dante's Catwoman. Yeah, I absolutely might. Absolutely. Ben Hissel says, "Hey Chris, I know it's not the best, but I've been thinking about picking up the Sideshow Heath Ledger sitting in the jail cell statue. It's a really great looking piece. It is. It's hard for me because I own that one, and I just feel like it is the superior piece. However, this one's hard to find. It is more expensive. So if you have a budget, I still think you're going to be just fine on the Sideshow piece. I wish that they had maybe painted him a little bit better, but overall, I do like the concept. I love the jail. I wish the Queen Studios one had the jail behind it. I think that would have been really neat, or at least maybe even in front of it somehow, or But I do like the idea of what Sideshow did. I personally like the Queen Studios one better. Paul is saying, Dante, why are you selling it? I thought she said she wants to buy it. I can't remember if she said she has got Catwoman or not.
She wants to buy it.
She wants to buy it. All right. Are either of you intending to purchase the Queen Studios Museum Batman? I do like that one a lot.
Which one is that?
The marble, the quarter scale.
Oh, yes, that is cool.
I thought, where I've got that Shakespeare bust out there, I thought that would actually be kind of a cool place to put it.
It'd be a great place to put it. And I've thought about that too, but it would need its own kind of spot.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
It's big. I mean, it's a pretty sizable piece.
Yeah. Somebody had, and was it Sideshow that had the big replica bronze?
Yeah. Yeah.
Statue? That one tempted me more than once.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's neat too.
Yeah.
Andrew says, I have a feeling I'm going to wait an eternity because someone releases a 1/4 scale gray suit animated series Catwoman. I'm actually surprised there hasn't been more true animated series items from the companies. I feel like they have such a large fan base.
Huge. Can you imagine like a really high-end quarter scale animated series? I mean,
yeah.
I know it's a cartoon, but not like what Sideshow just did, but almost take it one step toward reality, like just a couple degrees. I bet they'd sell like crazy.
There was an artist, Raf Grassetti. He's done a number of pieces. Yeah. If you remember, he did all of those characters.
Yeah.
And they were very realistic. And that was my first thing. I'm like, good God, if they did statues like these, that would be insane. And I would love to see. And again, I know Sideshow kind of does their own interpretation, so I doubt we'll get it from Sideshow, but I would love to see it from somebody to kind of take that risk. But I think that would be a really hard line to resist.
Yep.
Really hard. Statue looks really good, but I don't really see any samurai elements. It could easily fit in regular Batman. This piece, I feel like probably more than any of them could fit. Well, maybe Deathstroke too, but I feel like even Deathstroke's more samurai than this. Where you get samurai on this piece is her outfit.
Yep.
And her mask and the pins in her hair. But I can definitely see where this is probably the least samurai. It's way more futuristic. I don't know, it just kind of lies somewhere in between, I think. And that's why I said I think that if they did another version of her, I can see it being very, very popular.
Yeah.
Especially if they add those more samurai elements. Put her in battle or something.
Yeah, I mean, as one of the kind of A-list characters in the Batman mythos, I think they could absolutely do a different version of her and it'll sell perfectly well.
Yeah. And Sang did tell me that they are, if it fits the right story and they could possibly revisit some characters. So obviously they've done that with Batman. They've made 3 of him, and I'm assuming that they'll make some other characters as well. So I'm anxious to see what they do. But I think before we get another Catwoman, I think we'll get all the other characters first. I could be wrong.
We shall see.
Slim Boss says, "Hey, Chris and Dan, just popped in late. Congratulations, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's never too late to pop in. Thank you." Let's see. I'm just wondering if Queen Studios will be doing that Harley Robbie statue that we've seen. I would assume Lane.
Yeah.
I think they've announced her actually. Let's see. Bruce Wayne's Bentley says hello from Moscow. Oh, hello from Moscow.
Hello.
Hopefully things are somewhat safe on that part of the world. It sounds like it's a little crazy today. Wait, is there something from that series? No. Are you talking about the animated series, Matt? No, there's nothing announced, I don't think. So anyway, well, anything else you want to say before we wrap up? We've gone an hour and
yeah, no,
there's not a lot to her. I mean, there's not a lot of like super crazy parts to put together on her.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the easier ones to put together. That's for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. But anyway, I really like her. I think she's really pretty. Again, I think she's going to complement Harley really nice. I'm anxious to see her with the lineup and see what I think.
I think that spot you have for her is really good too, because from a line of sight direction, I think she'll work really well there.
Yeah, I do too. So I'm anxious to put her there, and I've also thought about putting her down lower on the other white shelf here.
And she's one of the few that you can get away with that because
yeah,
she's up.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I think that I could pull it off with that. And so I'll kind of I thought even putting her next to Harley on that shelf and see what she would look like down below, and then that way I could have some taller pieces up top like Scarecrow.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to play around with that. Obviously, I'll do a full review for you guys as well. I've got kind of a busy week and weekend, so it might not be till next week, but we'll see. I think maybe tomorrow Dan's got a video coming out on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Dan did a great how-to video for us.
That's coming out tomorrow.
So I think tomorrow. Cool. I think tomorrow is when it should come out.
Okay.
Unless something changes, but I think that's when it'll come out. So.
Cool.
Anyway, Blaine's asking about the top 10 samurai line list. We will do that show as well. So we have so many shows we need to book. Like it's crazy, right? We're in so much demand right now. I tell you. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get to working on some of those programs as well. It's just again trying to find the time to do those things with full-time lives other places. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button. Thanks to the super chats tonight. Also, thank you to our new members that joined tonight as well. That really does help us out tremendously here on the channel. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for showing up for the live content. It seems like people really enjoy the live stuff here on the channel. So we're going to keep trying to bring as much of it as we can. And again, just thank you guys very, very much for watching. Anything else you want to say before we head out?
No, just thanks for everybody come by. Really have a great time doing these. So yeah, tons of fun. Thanks for all the participation in the chat. This is just awesome. So we'll keep doing them as long as you guys want to keep seeing them.
Absolutely. And also, please find Dan and Ivy.
Please. I'm about ready to offer a bounty. Come on.
Oh, bounty. I like that. There you go. A little bonus cash on the side.
There is a free statue into the person that finds me an Ivy.
Oh, wow. Well, there. Oh, man, you need to post that in the group.
I will post that in the group.
Wow, that's nuts. Well, that's very cool. So you heard it here first. Dan's going to send you a statue. That'd be really cool. So anyway, thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you soon right here in the Batcave. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Thanks for watching.